Okay, she be going every single night. Day and night on my mind, pushing you to vibe.
How's it going, everybody? This is Topic Trapper. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Folks, if it wasn't for my Harlem Games video along with my Ramadan video last week, this would have been the next video that I would have made. This one would have been talking all about the controversy that has been happening ever since the Oscars a couple Sundays ago. And this has been a major trending topic on social media, especially after the fallout of what happened there a couple Sundays ago. Folks, I'm going to be giving you my opinion on the situation between Will Smith and the Academies, and obviously the situation involving what happened when Will Smith lost his absolute mind and slapped Chris Rock in the face while he was presenting the next award as a result of a joke he made about his wife. And this has been a situation that has been going on for the last couple weeks now, and it is still going on right now. So I thought I'd give you my full opinion on exactly what has happened in this situation and why I think this has real consequences for the future of awards ceremonies and in comedy in general. So as we all know, the Academy Awards is really the biggest award show that there is for the film genre. Obviously, it's celebrating the best of the best in film. Now, the Best Picture this year went to Coda, obviously the very first time that a movie from Apple Plus obviously ended up winning an award there, so big congratulations to them. And Will Smith, obviously, this is where the situation comes in. Will Smith was nominated for Best Actor for his role in King Richard. Now, he had appeared at the show with his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. And what happened was that Chris Rock, he was supposed to be presenting an award for Best Documentary. Now, obviously because he was a comedian, Chris Rock, obviously, as you all know, he would pull off a few jokes here and there. And obviously, he would joke around a little bit, and at the end of it, it was actually unscripted, but he ended up referencing a joke that he made about Will Smith's wife, Jada, in which he said, you know, hey, G.I. Jade, I love the upcoming movie that you got. I look forward to seeing it. Now, this ain't the first time that he's actually said that before, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Now, at first, Will Smith obviously looked like he was laughing it off, but then he probably saw Jada's reaction there, and as a result, well, I think it's best that you probably see for yourself what happened next.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Yeah, let's just say it was rather ugly. In fact, I was watching the Academy Awards live as it happened, so I couldn't believe exactly what happened there. I thought it was scripted at first until they censored exactly what happened afterwards. At that moment, we all realized, oh crap, this was not scripted at all. So yeah, it was a very, very traumatizing situation, and what's really worse about it is that Will Smith would end up winning the award for Best Actor in a Motion Picture just a little bit later on, and he then proceeded to talk a little bit about, you know, being a man and all that stuff. Well, I don't know exactly how appropriate that would have been, especially after the kind of crap that you just pulled on stage just a few moments ago. He obviously would apologize to the Academy for his actions, but he did not specifically apologize to Chris Rock for slapping him. And that's where the problems really got worse, because he did not apologize directly to Chris after that moment there while he was on stage. And as a result, that was when things got a whole lot worse. Obviously, Will would apologize later on. He obviously would send out a statement later on directly apologizing to Chris Rock for the slap, but by then the damage was done. The Academy announced that they were investigating the incident. Obviously, he was lucky to avoid criminal charges. Obviously, there was close to being a police report being filed for that one, but he was lucky there, but it still didn't matter. The Academy would start an investigation. Since then, Will Smith unfortunately had to resign from the Academy Board as a result of his actions, and it looks like it's not ending there because there's still an investigation going on since then. Who knows what other consequences may come for Will Smith since. In fact, recently it's been reported that, several other films that he was supposed to be a part of are probably being put to the shelves as a result of his incident there at the Oscars, and so it may not be over for Will Smith. So I'm going to give you a little bit of what I think happened in this situation and what I think really was the result of that. So first off, with Chris Rock, obviously he was just joking around a little bit, he was saying a whole lot of jokes and all of that stuff, but really, and this is really the surprising part here, we found out that his joke about Jada Pinkett Smith was actually not scripted, honestly. It was not part of the script. After he was supposed to be joking about Will Smith winning whatsoever, it was really supposed to stop right there. He was supposed to then just go on to presenting the award, but as we all know, this is not the first time Chris Rock has actually joked about Jada, and in fact, as we all know, Jada Pinkett Smith, she has a condition called alopecia, which obviously affects her hair growth, unfortunately, and that's why she has been near bald over the last few years, and this has been a pretty well-known story, obviously, for the last several years. This has pretty much been well-known for those that have known Jada Pinkett Smith, and obviously, a lot of people have found that joke to Jada a little bit sensitive, obviously, hence why you saw her make that reaction as she did there, and really, it's understandable, but still, at the same time, Chris Rock is a comedian, obviously. His job is to make jokes that sort of are borderline insulting or rather make fun of people, and obviously I can understand that, but here's the thing, if it was not scripted, he should have not said that, and so I really don't understand why Chris decided to do that, but again, as a comedian, it's really part of what he's supposed to do. I do wish Chris sort of just stuck with the script there. I understand, wanting to make that quick reference, but really at the same time, you gotta realize that some jokes can anger a lot of people and really cause a whole lot of controversy in itself, so I really do wish he could have handled that a little bit better there, but at the same time, him being a comedian, obviously, he felt like he just wanted to pour something out in there, so I'll let him off the hook for that. I just wish he didn't go deep into something that was really that sensitive. In my opinion, he still deserves partial blame for this, because obviously he said something that was not on script, and obviously, it was a very sensitive topic, something that we've all known about Jada and probably a whole lot of other people before, and really, I do feel like that's something he probably should have avoided there. So while I will let him off the hook partially, he still deserves partial blame for what happened there at that moment. But at the same time, the majority of the blame, in my opinion, it goes to Will Smith, obviously. At the very beginning of that joke, he was just laughing it off, obviously. It looked like, he was just, hey, here's a joke, about my wife. And hey, really, I mean, it's really just that fine of a joke, But once he saw his reaction, that's when I think that we saw his mood really sour. And so why he would decide really in the middle of a live show, in the middle of a live stand-up performance by Chris Rock, he would go up there on that stage and literally just slap him in the face and then cuss him out later on for even making that joke. Ooh, I mean, I don't understand why Will Smith would lose it over that one joke. Again, like I said before, Chris Rock should have probably not said that joke in general, but at the same time, that is absolutely unacceptable behavior. He is very lucky that a police report was not even filed on him, because otherwise his butt would probably be arrested by now. At the same time, like I said before, this is not the first time that Chris Rock ended up saying that joke about Jada Pinkett Smith in front of Will Smith. If you remember about 6 years ago, I don't remember what show it was, but back in 2016, he said almost the same exact joke, but almost in like a different reference, and Will reportedly was also pretty upset about that, but he didn't react in the way that we saw him did a couple Sundays ago there. That was just more normal. This here, though, was really out of bounds. And of course, I really understand why he would go into, talking about how to be a man, talking about his bravery and his role in King Richard, but here's the thing. You just won the biggest award of your life, the best actor in a motion picture for your role in King Richard. And unfortunately, you're gonna throw all that away, all because you had to lose your absolute freaking mind, all because of a joke that Chris Rock made, and just do something like that was almost lead to like borderline violence or something like that. I mean, come on. You just took all the attention away from what could have been the biggest moment of your life, all because of that. It's completely unacceptable behavior by Will Smith. And look, nothing on him personally, I love the guy. He was an absolute star when he was on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is probably one of the greatest shows of the 1990s and probably one of the greatest night shows of all time. And of course, his stock risen from there. He's probably become one of the best actors there is in all of America. And really, there's nothing really to hate about him. He really loves being in the spotlight, and he's probably one of the best guys there is around. But boy, that was one situation there where he absolutely should have been a lot more careful. And unfortunately, a lot of that respect that a lot of people had given him, they just took it right back because of that incident. And really, Will Smith is just paying the price for it as a result. all. I really don't know what other consequences are going to be coming for him. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a time where a Best Actor award has ever been revoked. I don't know if that's exactly where it's getting. I mean, I really hope not. I mean, he definitely deserved the award just for the film, but really, I mean, I really don't know exactly what consequences are next for him. But I do know, though, that there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to want to work with Will Smith again in the near future, if not ever. And unfortunately, whatever consequences he gets, he's going to have to really face it head on. Will Smith most likely tainted his entire career based on that one incident there. And I really don't know what's next for him. I mean, I really hope he recovers, but I don't know how exactly he's going to be able to come back from this. This is a very bad moment for him and his career. And really, I just don't know how he comes back from it. So he really deserves the majority of the blame for this. But really, I really don't understand what was going on with the Academy, obviously. I mean, again, this was not a scripted thing. This happened literally in real time. They should have been a lot more prepared for that moment because, like I said before, it was not the first time that Chris Rock joked about Will Smith's wife. And there was a whole lot of talk that Will Smith was probably supposed to be removed from the show. In fact, that's exactly what I thought that was going to happen. In fact, that's exactly what they were about to do as well. There were a couple of people there that were preparing to remove Will Smith from the show. And they even talked about, a couple of the producers, they asked him to leave the show because of that, what happened there. And because of that, he would have not been there to accept his Best Actor award. I really don't understand what was going on there, but usually in that situation, it's best to remove yourself from that situation. And really, I think that was what the Academy Award was trying to do there. They said Will Smith said no, obviously he had to stay there, but Will Smith recently, when he was speaking to TMC, he said that that was absolutely false. They never asked him to leave there. So really, I don't know exactly what happened there, or really what was the real story that was going on there, but still, this exactly is a very bad situation for the Academy as well. I mean, the last few years, their show has pretty much been flailing as a result of bad ratings and low viewership as well, but really, this is really the major black eye they want to avoid. An incident like that could really lead to really big fallout. And unfortunately, that was exactly what happened, and now they're trying to deal with the consequences of this and trying to figure out what the biggest consequences Will Smith should face. And so really, it's hard to tell where this goes from here. But this is really a bad situation here in the Academy Awards. This is something that they have tried desperately to avoid. And when something like this did happen, they really just fell flat on their face when it came to this situation. They've had a very hard time trying to figure this out. And unfortunately, it's just not gotten any better from there. And so this is something that the Academy should have been a lot better prepared for. And really, there's going to be a lot of fear now for a whole lot of comedians in the future that as a result, they could now be subject to potential on-stage violence as a result of some of their jokes. That's something that I don't want to see. I think comedy is such a great genre and it's something that we really need in the near future as long as it doesn't get, too sensitive and too interpersonal or something like that. But man, this is going to bring a lot of fear to future comedians. So the Academy Awards, they need to figure something out. Whatever happens from here, God bless them. I mean, I'm hoping they can figure this out, but really, this is a situation that they should have been more prepared for. In fact, the moment Will Smith stepped out of his chair to approach Chris Rock, that should have been the moment that a couple of producers went over there to stop him from approaching him because they knew at that situation it was about to get very, very dramatic. So they should have been more prepared to stop that, and obviously they should have been a lot more prepared so that way they can make sure that this show went on more according to plan. But they did not, and unfortunately, this is the fallout that they're ending up with as a result. Listen, I don't know what happens from here. Obviously, this situation is not going to end anytime soon, and obviously, this is not going to go away anytime soon. This is now pretty much a meme and a social media joke now as a result of that, and this is really a situation that could have easily been avoided. Yeah, Chris Rock could have probably been a little bit more careful with that, but at the same time, Will Smith, he should have known a lot better than to do anything like he just did there, and now he's never going to be seen the same way again. And as a result, I don't know what's going to happen to his career, but there's no coming back from it. And whatever happens next, I'm going to tell you right now, it's only going to get much worse from here. And so really, we don't know what's going to happen next, but let me tell you something. This is a very bad situation for Will, Chris, and the Academy, and this is a situation that needs to be figured out very soon. So with that being said, I'm going to ask you all, what do you think about this situation? Who do you think is in the wrong here? Will Smith, Chris Rock, or the Academy? I mean, what are your thoughts on this situation? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be more than interested in hearing your opinions on it. Anyways, that's going to do it for another video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so every new subscriber helps. As always, be sure to comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's blocks, projects, or challenges, you name it. Leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media. All the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for another midweek upload. I hope you're all having another great day. My next video on Saturday is probably going to be delayed a little bit because, like I said, I'm going to be attending the Best Buddies walk over in Jersey City. So expect my next release on Saturday to be around either 5 or 6 p.m. at that night. Otherwise, it's just a complete delay on Sunday. But either way, I will get a video up this weekend and hopefully you all enjoy it. So otherwise, hope you're having another great day as usual. And as always, I hope to see all of you again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.